Oh, when they're talking about black
I didn't even know there was so many black
Oh,
people.
okay. To be really fair.
I've never
Wow.
heard
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Dude, there are so many black people that think black.
It'll be chill. Let's go start.
That means it's gonna be a hot.
See, now we're over. See what's out. Our end question should be, is knowing my rights enough?
No, our ending question should be like, so.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
So what happened?
They do.
Just circumstances.
Actually,
Just,
like,
we never met.
Who's the victim?
But not even with.
My name is Hermela Cabeda, and I'm a senior at Cambridge Region Latin.
Cameron Moody, and I'm a junior at CRLS.
Reham Zerwal. I'm a junior at Cambridge Region Latin High School.
Jonah, I'm a senior at CRLS.
Betty DeRegia, I'm a senior at Ringe.
Alfred Taylor, and I'm a senior at Ringe.
Ruth DeReg, I'm a sophomore at CRLS.
Casey Torres, I'm a senior at Cambridge Region Latin.
I think a lot of people are scared of BSU because they're scared of black itself, because they fear black people having power, but they don't really realize that the only reason BSU exists is because there is an environment that makes black students feel unsafe in the first place. So I think people have fear of things they don't understand, and so they're scared of us. And then others are proud of us. So there's two climates.
I think when people hear the word BSU, it has a negative connotation, and I think it's because of all the videos that we've put out and how people think the way we speak out is not in the correct way. But I think the people who do come to BSU, we all have really good times together. I've started so many friendships in this group that I never thought I'd start. We just have great talks, and I think that people should view BSU as a great group.
I actually joined kind of by chance. One of my friends had been trying to get me to go, and I wasn't really interested like that, but then she just dragged me to one of the meetings, and then I got to see how everybody interacted, and then I ended up liking it, so I came to the next one, and then 2 turned into 3, and then 3 turned into 4, and next thing I knew I was a full-fledged member.
I feel like BSU has made me more into being black and understanding where I'm from and understanding that I am black, and being black is one of the best things you can be.
My name is Kevin Dua. I am a history teacher and psychology teacher here at Cambridge Region Latin. I have taught for about 7 years, so 5 years at Somerville High School, and this is my 2nd year here at CRLS. And I'm also the proud faculty advisor for the Black Student Union. The Black Student Union has not given students voices, because students always had voices. Black teenagers, black youth have always had that perspective, and have expressed it in multiple ways through music, sports, talking, writing, attire, just in multitude. So when you can quote unquote contain that in a space and share and grow from that. You find ways to expand on that for other peoples to take notice.
I've spoken before a few panels with BSU, and that was a very proud moment. Being able to influence, rooms full of people. I think that's a very powerful thing.
BSU helped me find my identity as a Latino man who wasn't really aware of not just his history, but how his history pertains to every other person of color's history. And it kind of helped me find myself in the sense that I walk around saying I'm black and I'm proud of it.
BSU just heightened my identity because it's always been there. It just wasn't as easy to be loud and be myself because a lot of the time it wouldn't be appreciated or wanted in the first place.
I think that our goal now is just to make people aware of how Cambridge actually operates, and for people to realize that Cambridge isn't the city that everyone thinks it is. It's not a metropolis, There are things that go wrong. There are things that we have to improve on. But oftentimes people aren't willing to admit that we're not perfect. And I think that we've kind of made it a goal for us for the city to just realize that there are things that we can improve on throughout.
Know your rights trainings, and a lot of other people are doing the know your rights events and all of that. And it's to some extent it's the direction that they're going towards. It's training black people to know, and it's is that really enough?
You're going to have a group, especially a group who is hell-bent in celebrating, growing themselves and spreading that while challenging that that climate. It made sense. It wasn't a surprise that it would have an impact, whether people want to perceive that as positive or negative. And I have always said, since being a part of the organization and watching these students lead this from start to quote unquote finish, everything that they've done has been centered on positive clarity. So I haven't been surprised by the good work that they do, whether it's recognized right away or recognized in the future.
My proudest moment is I got to take a selfie with Cornell West.
My proudest moment is probably getting the chance to speak among some of my other members at Harvard. That was cool because I'd never done it before, and it was cool to see people and how they reacted to what we were saying.
When I met Cornell West, I've read his stuff and I really respect him, and I met him twice, and it's at a Du Bois Society meeting, and he's shown up at a BSU meeting. That was pretty exciting. It was really cool.
Proudest moment might have to be when we had the school committee meeting, and I came in kind of late, and I didn't know if I wanted to speak, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to speak. And I would have been confident in my speaking, but I think when I went up there, I kind of just blacked out, and I gave a long ass speech, 20 minutes type shit, and it was, what people told me it was I said some good things, but I kind of blacked out and I barely remembered it. And then when I went back and looked at the footage, I think I kind of really explained everything I've felt in the last year and some change.
My proudest moment would be the round table because it gave me an opportunity to see exactly how the school feels about us, and it gave me an opportunity to speak on it.
We've all seen glimpses of individuals trying to stop that. And yes, it's a combination of the quote-unquote other groups such as Africans and Asians and Hispanics and so forth, along with those who happen to be in power, that white demographic, some of those white demographics, such as abolitionists, be like, oh, yeah, this is wrong, we need to come together, and then changing policies and culture and climate. And that's something, that's not a secret. Like, if you look at history, that's the answer to potentially maybe a quote-unquote full-on post-racial country. Are we there yet? No. Can we be there? Maybe. And that's what keeps me optimistic. The maybe.